Kirksey, the CEO of Direction.com, who recently joined Content at Scale. Love to have you tell us about your experience. First of all, tell us what you do.
My name is Kirksey. I'm the CEO of Direction.com, and we are a local SEO software and SEO services company based out of Austin. And yeah, I mean, I found out about Content at Scale, what is it, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yes,
and
2-3 weeks ago.
It is probably the best discovery I've made since I started my own company.
And you were telling me how much easier it makes content, and content is hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah. And I mean, like what I was saying before is, it takes a lot of time to create content, especially at scale, is difficult when you don't have a huge team. So one of the biggest things that I say to my team is like, look guys, we are literally with Content at Scale, like we just entered basically a golden age of content creation, because now we don't have to spend hours creating the content, and instead we can spend like 1/10 of the time just editing it. And like we get great content, and when I say editing, just adding any interlinks if necessary, add images, things like that. The content itself is 99% of the time doesn't need much editing, and you just kind of edit it to make it a little bit more sound like you, or like your blog tone of voice and stuff like that. And I know with Content at Scale, this ton of different tones of voices, which I've been playing with, is super fun.
Yes.
But
before you found it, you were telling me you used ChatGPT, Jasper, a mix of tools put together. So you found this more an all-in-one solution for SEO content?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's made content production at scale
possible.
incredibly simple. It's like I was saying, basically I've never, as a content marketer, SEO expert, been able to produce the amount of content I want to produce ever. There's never been a single month where I was like, yes, I made all the content I wanted to make this month. And I'm pretty sure that June's going to be the first time I'll end the month saying, how did I create this much? Like, oh, wow. I did like a year's worth of everything I wanted to do in 1 month. And I'm sure I'm going to be able to. Wow. Based off of how much content I've been able to create on Content at Scale just the past 3 weeks.
Amazing. And we were talking too about the cost with writers and how it used to be like over $200 for a 1,500 word blog, and now it's $15 on the agency plan, which you're moving into so fast.
Yeah, it's basically when say you wanted to create a piece of content every single day, and you say it's 1,000 words, you're paying $200 per post. You're spending $1,000, say $4,000 to $6,000 a month, and you just slice that down to almost nothing with Content at Scale. And so you basically now we just entered a world where the small business can compete with the big business. And because the big businesses are the ones that have those huge deep pockets that can really pay these writers to continually publish blog posts. Well, now you can do the same thing. And you don't have to be a $10 billion company.
Love that.
So that's what I'm really excited for, is being able to help with even with our own clients, help them really become the authority in their industry. I mean, because with SEO they hired us to help them rank, and that's exactly what we're going to be able to do even better now with Content at Scale.
Amazing.
So and even the clients I've already talked to them about it with, like, I haven't gotten any pushback. They're just like, oh yeah.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's do this. That's so exciting.
Not taboo at all. It's like, let's do it.
Well, I think it also because, a lot of our clients, they already trust us, know that we're making the right decisions, which is important. You need to build that trust. But also, clients are wondering, like, hey, how do I use AI? So now when we present it to them, they're like, I don't even have to think about using it. You guys are going to do it for me? Yes.
Wow.
So it's exciting. It's going to also be saving us a lot of money.
That's such a good tip. I love how Chris is so transparent with actually saying we're using AI. Here's how we're using it. And that's something we encourage at Content at Scale. Is be transparent. Clients actually want to hear this. So it's great to hear that's been your experience.
Yeah, transparency is key. And at the same time, Google has been transparent in saying that AI content is not something that they don't like. They just to stay away from, content that's written for search engines. You write it for, the best user intent and to really provide value. It doesn't matter how it's generated. Google doesn't care. They're like, oh, good, look, you are providing more value than site A is providing better value than site B. Doesn't matter how the content was generated. It's providing value, which gets people to go back to Google, and that's their ultimate goal. So
Yes, that sounds like something I've read in a book. Well said. So to wrap up, what would you tell anyone on the fence that's like, well, I'm thinking about AI and maybe content scale is the right decision for my SEO content, maybe not. What would you tell them?
I'd tell them, give it a try. See how you like it. I don't think somebody will jump in, try it, and not be blown away with how much time they're going to save, with the ability of content scale to really generate great content. Because, you know, you can prompt ChatGPT and stuff like that, and you have to play around with different prompts and try to get a bunch of content created. ChatGPT can't just create a 2,000 to 3,000 word blog post off a single word.
No.
So even if you don't use content scaling, sure, you can create content with ChatGPT. A lot of people are. It's still going to be significantly faster.
Yeah.
With content scale. So I'd say, you know, do it. Try it.
Do it. You heard it. Do it. Thank you so much, Chris. This is great.
Absolutely.